A tale of love and deception, the story of Isabella and James. Isabella was the only daughter of Mr. Maxwell, the wealthiest man in the city. Her life was one of luxury and privilege, yet she often felt trapped by the expectations placed upon her. While her peers attended grand parties and planned lavish vacations, Isabella spent her days exploring the city's less fortunate areas. She believed that wealth wasn't enough. She wanted to understand the struggles of those who had to fight for survival. One day, during one of her quiet excursions, she noticed James, a young man with worn clothes and a tired face, working tirelessly at a construction site. His determination and resilience caught her attention. Despite being an orphan with no one to rely on, James worked multiple jobs to make ends meet. Isabella became captivated by his story and began visiting the site often, watching him from a distance. Over time, her admiration grew into affection. She wanted to help James but feared that revealing her identity would create a wall between them. Isabella devised a bold plan. She disguised herself as a laborer and joined the construction site where James worked. A budding friendship. On her first day, James noticed her immediately. Confused by the sight of a delicate-looking woman doing such grueling work, he approached her. "Why would someone like you choose this kind of job?" he asked, handing her a bottle of water. Isabella smiled softly. "I'm just trying to earn a living, like everyone else." James admired her courage and kindness. Over the weeks, they became close friends, sharing their dreams and struggles. Isabella found joy in James's simplicity and sincerity, while James was drawn to her determination and warmth. A love blossoms. Their friendship soon blossomed into love. Isabella secretly used her resources to help James secure a better job, a comfortable apartment, and even a car. James couldn't believe his luck. He thought his hard work was finally paying off. He often thanked God for the miracles in his life, unaware that Isabella was behind it all. They eventually got married in a small court ceremony. Life seemed perfect, but Isabella carried a heavy secret. She hadn't told James about her true identity. She feared that revealing the truth might ruin their bond. Betrayal and heartbreak. Meanwhile, James met Rose, a cunning woman who claimed to be the daughter of the city's wealthiest man. Blinded by greed and ambition, James began to believe Rose's lies. Rose manipulated him into thinking that Isabella was holding him back from a brighter future. Consumed by his newfound desires, James decided to divorce Isabella. One evening, he confronted her coldly. "I'm leaving you," he said, avoiding her tearful gaze. "I've found someone better." Heartbroken and betrayed, Isabella left without a fight. She couldn't understand how the man she loved could be so easily deceived. Regret and redemption. After James brought Rose into his life, things quickly unraveled. Rose squandered his money and disappeared once she realized James wasn't as wealthy as she believed. Alone and destitute, James began to understand the gravity of his mistakes. Meanwhile, Isabella, though deeply hurt, moved on. She met Jacob, a kind and successful businessman who treated her with the love and respect she deserved. Jacob cherished Isabella, making her feel like the queen she truly was. James tried to win Isabella back, but it was too late. She had found happiness with Jacob, and James was left to live with the consequences of his actions. The lesson. James's story became a cautionary tale about greed and betrayal. Isabella, on the other hand, found solace in knowing that true love cannot be built on lies or selfishness. Her journey taught her to value herself and never settle for less than she deserved. And so, while James lived in regret, Isabella and Jacob lived a life full of love, trust, and genuine happiness.